nighttime. Trap nigga with the chickens like Popeye. Money changing color.
What's good? Okay, so I didn't have a real direction for this video. However, I know a bunch of my friends that are natural or like transitioning. No, all of my friends, my girlfriends, are natural, but a lot of them don't really understand like what to do with their hair, and it's kind of sad to watch. I'm not gonna lie, it's embarrassing. Like, you're associated with me, and if I know how to do my hair, then you should know how to do your hair. I can't just be out in public and, you know, my curls is popping, and then they see you and your curls is, what's the opposite of popping? Not popping. I don't know. Somebody found a word for that. Regardless. So, one, I'm going to talk about why I decided to do my second big chop. Because my curls were, they were alright. They were getting there before I did it again. But, you know, then, well, one, I'm just an antsy person. Antsy? Yeah, that's how, okay. I'm an antsy person anyways. So I need to switch it up every few days. Like, I need to, not every few days, every few weeks, months, whatever. I just need something new. And I was over it. I was like, all right, like, my hair's a decent length, but, you know, it would be really cute
being a bald-headed ass bitch.
And, so that's what I did. So, back in, what was it, 2015, like, it was my spring semester of my freshman year, so it was January. My impulsive ass decided, like, hey, I'm seeing all these YouTubers talking about being natural, what's that like, and there's a plane, so I'm gonna wait. Anyways, so I saw a bunch of YouTube videos and I was like, all right, I kind of want to do this. I didn't really think too hard about it. It wasn't like, I've seen people on YouTube that were like, I've been thinking about it for months. I thought about it for a good week, you know? Then I decided I was just going to cut it off because I was already technically transitioning. I hadn't put a relaxer in my hair for like over a year. I just didn't know how to properly do my hair. So, come back home for winter break or whatever. I'm sitting there, it's January, about to go back to school. So I go to my hairdresser, shout out to Angel. Go to my hairdresser. And I was like, you know what, sis, just cut it off. And she was like, are you serious? Because she's been telling me forever that I need to cut all my relaxer off. But I didn't want to get rid of my length because my hair was, it was pretty long. It was pretty long for dead hair. You know how some people, like, their hair's dead and it shows in their length, but my hair was long and dead. It was long dead. So I go to her, I say, yo, cut it off. She was like, you sure? And I was like, yep, just do it. So she cuts it off. In the same appointment, I was like, you know what? I want blue hair. So she dyes it blue. It took 2 bleaches. Good thing that I cut my hair off so it was new, it was fresh, like, that hair was healthy. So the dye actually never fucked anything up. And at this point, I didn't really know, like, how people got curls in their hair. Like, I would see it and, like, I just never in my life have seen curls in my head because I was getting relaxers from, like, a very young age. So I decided that roller sets were the way to go. So if I decide to put, like, insert pictures or whatever, just know that if you just see my hair, like, I look like somebody's auntie. Yeah. Anyways, so did that for a good year and a half. I was figuring out, like, what my hair likes. I was on the whole coconut oil bandwagon, and that was a hot mess because after a while my hair started to reject coconut oil and it started curdling. That was a bad idea. Finally, I figured out what I liked. My hair started to thrive. People I hadn't seen in forever, like when I did see them, they were like, oh my god, like your hair is so long.
I was like, yes, I know, girl, I know.
And so that was that. And then what year are we currently in? 2018. So 2018 February, I noticed that I'm getting a lot of single strand knots or fairy knots or whatever. And instead of, I figured out it was because of protein, and that can be fixed without cutting your hair off. But as I already established, I am very impulsive. So I was like, you know what? Fuck these, ooh, sorry for my language, but these fairy knots, and I didn't want to do the work to get rid of them. So I was like, I'm gonna just, you know, start fresh, cut my hair off. I look cute anyways. So I cut it off myself because who has time to be going to, I haven't been to the hairdresser in forever because I'm not about to sit there and pay them to do shit I could do. So I cut, snip, snip, snip. One of my friends, shout out to Uche, was not a fan. Still pretty much not a fan, but she just doesn't like short hair or whatever. But everybody else was like, yes, sis, gassing me. Like their whole foot was on the pedal. Like, they, ooh, to the max, gassing. Anyways, so cut my hair. It was pretty short. Some people thought I was gonna go shorter. Immediately I noticed a difference. Like, first of all, obviously the fairy knots were gone, but it just felt different. Like, it just felt healthier, more fresh. I don't know what this movement was, but it just, something about it felt better. So yeah, that was really that. And then maintaining it so far has actually been pretty fun. Almost immediately we went to Miami for spring break, and I wanted a protective style because I expected I was going in like a pool or an ocean. Some type of water that wasn't just regular water was going to be touching my hair. So I got faux locks in. Those were cute. Those were blue. Got a lot of compliments. My hair has grown a lot in the 3.5 months. It's almost the 4-month mark. And I guess I'll insert pictures because, you know, people are visual learners, you know. Anyways, so it's grown a lot. I have different regimens that I use, and I attribute that to, or I attribute my hair growth to those different regimens, but I guess those would be like a separate video. I don't really know. I'm not a professional. But yeah, so basically the only reason I second big chopped was because I'm impulsive and I had protein overload. And so now I have completely cut protein out of my my hair care routine, and it's gonna come back. I'm just waiting for like my hair to reset itself. So I've been focused more on hydration as opposed to protein, whatever. I noticed that the single strand knots, even because I didn't get like all of them when chopping off my hair, but the ones that were there, I didn't have to chop them off again. Like, they did go away. So if I had taken the other route of not cutting my hair and just letting my hair grow and figuring out how to get rid of the protein damage, then my hair would have still been thriving. But yeah, so far I'm loving the big chop. It's really easy. I can do a wash and go every day because there's nothing for it to look a hot mess with. Like, Yeah, also, I'm deep conditioning right now, so my cap, like, this isn't coming off. Like, there's no hair to show. The most interesting part of this whole second hair journey has been my texture change. When I first went natural, like, you know, the 4 years ago, I swore up and down, nobody could tell me otherwise, that I was 4C. There was no curl pattern except for, you know, the curls that my roller set gave me. There was just, I don't know, like, it didn't retain moisture. As my hair got healthier, I'm guessing it came into its own pattern. Not to say that 4C hair can't be healthy, but my hair just isn't 4C. So the fact that it was showed how badly I was taking care of my hair, like, before I decided to go on my whole, like, natural journey. But yeah, so my curl pattern's changed. I'm gonna say I'll give it a 4A. It ranges because I definitely have, like, up front, there's like 3C. Most of it's 4A. Somehow, everybody else says that their crown is the tightest curl for them, but the crown of my head is the loosest curl. That was like 3C. I saw a 3B. I don't know what the hell is going on over there. But yeah, and then there's like sprinkles of 4B, but most of it, so I'm just gonna average it out, like middle, average it out to 4A. Wow, my lighting is really going. It's like 9 o'clock. I decided to use natural lighting. That was a bad idea, but whatever. I think that if somebody wants to do a second big chop, it's not as hard as it might seem. Like, I know people are attached to their hair, and I used to be that way. And then I was like, you know what? If I'm doing what I need to do, it'll grow back. And that's pretty evident in my own hair growth. Since, like, even the 2014 to 2018 hair growth was pretty significant, even though my shrinkage was so real because my hair was shrink to, like, up here, but it was, like, down here. I think it's a good journey to go on, especially, but, okay, I will say this, disclaimer, do not go on a second hair journey, like, do not big chop again if you haven't figured out what you need to do the first time. Because some people are like, oh, well, I've seen YouTubers, and when they big chopped again, like, their hair was just thriving, and da-da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. And that might be true, but that's because they spent the years, like, accumulating knowledge. But if you still don't know what the hell you're doing, figure out your hair first, and then you can big chop, because then you're just gonna damage new hair, if that makes sense. Like, why would I cut my hair just to damage it? And then you gotta go bald. And if you could rock, like, fully bald, if you want some Wakandan shit, then go for it. Otherwise, just wait until you actually know your hair to do that all over again. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what type of video this was. It was kind of just why did I second chop?
Why did I second big chop?
And like I said, impulse. Ooh, my depth perception is non-existent because how did I miss my own finger? Houseway. Impulsivity. And protein. Again, protein overload. But yeah, you know, I was rocking it. I looked cute. Like I said, it was easier. I've never been able to wear baseball caps because I didn't. First of all, I wasn't about to do that whole, like, I couldn't master putting my hair through the, you know, the little hole in the back. I finally figured it out, like, at the end. Like, right before I decided to big chop again, I figured out how to wear caps with longer hair. Whatever. But with shorter hair, I just plop that shit right on. Or, you know, I twist. So, like, I look like Keenan. But yeah, it's easy. Like I said, wash and goes. It doesn't, I will say that I think the twisting takes longer just because with shorter hair, you have to have smaller sections. Whereas like when I had longer hair, I just did like 6 twists and I was Gucci. But now that my hair is getting longer, my twists are able to get like chunkier. And I actually think I took a picture the other day, so maybe I'll insert that. You know how YouTubers, sorry, side note. You know how YouTubers be like, I'll insert that over here. And it'll be like, whatever. That's a whole tangent. But yeah, basically, that's it. I just feel like if you want to go on that journey, again, or if you want to do it the first time, like if you're transitioning and you're just like, what's it like? Like I said, make sure you have a hair care routine in place, because all this experimenting and stuff is just going to stunt your growth. So then you're going to be sitting there like,
Oh my God, like why can't I grow my hair? Like I chopped it off like the YouTuber said, and it's just not growing.
but if you're not taking care of it, then you just cut it off and it's flatlined. It's plateauing. Nothing's happening. It's dead. And there's no purpose in doing it. So just make sure you have a hair routine in place. Now, I'm not saying you can't experiment every once in a while, but don't do drastic shit. Don't like, one day I'm going to use a blow dryer. The next day I'm going to, honestly, I don't know methods. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, like add stuff to your routine. Like I started adding aloe leaf or like aloe gel, whatever, and that had my hair popping. But I'm not about to sit here every wash day using something new, because it's just not realistic. But yeah, that's it. Honestly, I've been going on a whole rant. So I don't know how to end these things. No, they're like, oh, like my video and comment below. There's really nothing to comment. You can like it all you want, because, I mean, that's great. But even if you didn't like it, you watched it. So yeah.
Like my video, comment below. See you next time. Bye.